Hi, my name is Tracy Scott Williams, and I'm here today to tell you my story about the predatory lenders. Initially, several years ago, as a single parent, I felt compelled, I felt as if I had no other way out but to go to the check cashing places to try to make ends meet. Times were really rough. Car broke down. I had to get something repaired. So I went to the first one, and it worked out well for me. I ended up going to several. I was involved in about 5 or 6 of them at one time. It actually became a full-time job for me. On payday, I'd have to run from one to the other to pay one off, and then to yet another, and yet still another. However, this became a never-ending cycle for me, and I knew that I had to get out, but it was virtually impossible to get out. The predatory lenders make it seem as if they're your friends, and they're actually doing something positive to help you. If you don't come in for a reason, or you don't need the money right then, they'll call you and even offer it to you, and even offer a more enticing deal, such as, come in today, Tracy, and we'll allow you to get $500 instead of $400, or this month free. So they offer many different incentives, and they also make it seem as if they know you personally, and which I had to learn that all of that was just an illusion. However, in that situation, like I said, it was a full-time job for me, and as a full-time job, I'd get my paycheck, I'd run and pay one, and before you know it, I didn't have any more money, so I had to go back and rewrite the checks all over again. So I knew that at some point in time I had to get out of it. And even when you get a lump sum money and you pay them all off, the door is still open for you to go back, and that's when they begin the calling and, come on, Tracy, come on down, here's something I can help you with. And then the next thing you know, you have another mechanical breakdown, or your child needs medicine, or some other emergency comes up, and you feel like the only way that you have is to go to the predatory lenders. So I thought, and I read the rules and the regulations, and I read them very carefully in an effort to try to get out and stay out. And the way that I was able to do it was I read that on each of those statements and each of those rules, it said that you would be in trouble if you wrote a bad check. They would turn it over to the DA's office. And Lord knows I didn't want any type of trouble like that. I didn't even want any bounced checks on my account. But it didn't say anything about a stop payment. So I went to each one of them. I gave them, I put a stop payment on each check. I also sent them a money order certified with a certain amount on it, not the full payment, but maybe $50 or $60. And I continued paying them. They were not happy with me. They called and they made some threats. They could have taken me to justice court, but when they decided to or thought about it, they realized that they were having regular payments coming in. And once I paid those off, I could no longer go back and write a check with them anymore because they were already angry with me. For me, it was the best thing that ever happened to me to get away from them and to stand on my own and make my ends meet regardless. The high interest rate that they charge you, we feel as victims, we feel that we don't have any other choice, that we have to go to them because there's no other choice. Yes, they do need to be regulated. The interest rate is absolutely astronomical. I'm one of the few that got out of it. I know many people who are still chasing their tails trying to get those payday loans paid off. And the illusion, they're falling prey to the illusion that they're their friends and that they're really trying to do something to help them. Anything that I can do to help shut these places down or have some type of a moratorium or a ban on them or regulate them in any way, I'm willing to be a full supporter. Thank you.